Okay, so we are moving on to a bunch of different angle relationships, and we have this nice little graphic organizer, right? Can you see this? Yeah. That's what we're going to start with first. So it already has the angle relationship defined for you, and then you just have to draw on the examples I have on the board, all right? So let's see, I think our first one is complementary angles. So complementary angles are just any two angles that add to 90 degrees. So as long as they add to 90 degrees, they are considered complementary. Yep, you're drawing these two examples in your little graphic organizer. Yep, complementary. We'll take our time. We have plenty of time. How do I know angles 1 and 2 add to 90?
Because it's intersected by the grid.
Yep. What also tells me that it's 90?
The square.
Right? The square here. So that signifies that this angle and this angle add to 90. That's pretty obvious in this example, right? What's 30 plus 60? 90. So they are complementary. It doesn't matter if they're attached to each other or not, they can just be floating off in space as long as they add to 90. That's all we care about. Okay, then we have supplementary angles, which is the same idea. Oh no. Hold on, we're going to do supplementary first. But they add to 180. So same idea, any two angles that add to 180 degrees. What kind of thing is this when you put them together? What do they form? So a straight line, yeah. That's one way to know it's supplementary. Or by looking at their measures, 40 plus 140 is 180. Those will be around all year long. Those will be your friends. Use them a lot. Complementary and supplementary. Okay. Now we're going to adjacent. Adjacent angles are just two angles that are right next to each other. So they have to share a side. So they're attached to each other. That's the way to remember adjacent starts with the name and attached starts with the name. They're together. So if you have trouble understanding this, if you trace out both of those angles, angle 1 and angle 2, do my two pen colors overlap? And if they do, they're adjacent because it's a part of both of those angles. They're right next to each other.
So it's like angle B. No. So it'd be like ABD and then ABC.
Yeah, because what do they share? What ray do they share? BD. That makes sense? Adjacent angles share a side. Okay, vertical angles are two angles across from each other when lines intersect. So let me draw that in for a second, then we can talk about it. So we actually have two pairs of vertical angles here. So angle 1 is a vertical angle to angle 3. So I don't know if you want to write that angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical. And then obviously that would leave angle 4 and angle 2. And the biggest thing to remember with vertical angles is that they are always congruent. just looking at that, does angle 1 look like it's the same measure as angle 3? Just eyeballing it. They're on same thing with 4 and 2.
Yep.
They're always congruent. Plus you. Then our last relationship with our angles is a linear pair. So it's two angles that are adjacent, so they share a side, and are supplementary, which means they add to what? 180. So look at the word linear. What word do you see in that word?
Line.
Right? You should see the word line. It's supposed to look like a line, so they're a linear pair. Two angles together make a line. Linear pair. Let's try some examples with these. So determine whether each statement can be assumed from the figure. Explain. Okay, here we go. Angle KHJ. That angle and GHM are complementary. What does complementary mean? Yep, so maybe that will help you. Just put 90 above this so you remember. Do I know if those two angles add to 90? No.
Yeah.
Nope. Do we?
Yeah. Because it's a straight line, and then you got the one angle that's. Oh wait. Yeah.
You don't know
there's
that
a box on that one.
That's element. So since that angle's 90 degrees, then those two have to be 90, but they can't be because there's a third angle.
Right.
It's element.
Good discussion, kid. No. But what do we know about those two angles if we just had a look?
They are all
Congruent.
vertical.
They're not vertical, but they're congruent. Yeah. I was put no, they are congruent though. Alright, GHK. What's with that big guy? And JHK are a linear pair. Do those two angles form a linear pair?
Yes.
Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, they are. HL is perpendicular to HM.
Yes.
Yes.
What gives it away?
The square.
The right angle. Yep. They are. GHL. GHL and LHJ. LHJ. Are supplementary.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do we know?
Because
I agree, but how do we know?
Makes a straight line.
You guys agree that this is a straight line?
No.
NHKN. HK. Are those adjacent angles?
Yes.
Yeah, they share H and
So adjacent, remember that means they share a side. Do I have overlap with my pens?
Yeah.
Yep. So yes, they share a side. So really just learning the vocab and then noticing it in the picture. That's a big part of your lesson today. And then the next part is we're just going to throw some algebra into it and see what we can solve for x. So in this example, angle A and angle B are supplementary, which means what?
M.
Yep, so let's write that right here so we know. Add 180. Measure of angle A is x plus 20, and the measure of angle B is 2x plus 13. Find their measures. What's our game plan?
Add them
Together.
together.
Yeah, if I add them together, they have to equal what?
180.
180, that's all we're doing, kids. So x plus 20 plus 2x plus 13. How many x's do I have over here?
3.
So 3x plus what?
33.
Subtract 33 over, what do we get? Divide
X
out.
equals 49.
Beautiful. But then remember to answer the question, we want to find their measures. We have to plug that in. So measure of angle A. 49 plus 20 gives me 69 degrees. Measure of angle B. 2 times 49 plus 13 is approximately what, folks? That makes sense? Sort of. Okay, one more example for today. Find x and y so that line PR and SQ are perpendicular. If PR and SQ, guys, this is just symbols for perpendicular and upside down T. That just means it's perpendicular, just as a heads up. Then we would know the measure of angle STR is 90 degrees, so I'm going to mark that angle STR. I want it to be 90. And then the measure of angle PTQ is also 90. PTQ. Can you guys think of a plan to solve for x and y? Try on your own. Go. See if you can figure it out. See if you can figure out what x and y are. Looks like some of us are a little stuck. This angle here has to measure 90. What does this have to equal? 90. So 4y minus 2 equals 90. What did you guys get for y?
Y equals 23.
The x is pretty similar, but instead of just having this or this equal 90, what do I have to do to these two? Add them. So, like, how do you feel? You guys kind of quiet today? Were you okay? Not okay? Okay. Well, I'll just walk around during work time to help you out if we're kind of not feeling super confident about this.